it's exciting. It's getting closer and closer to Christmas. Isn't it exciting? And if you haven't gotten your tree yet, you better hurry. There's only 4 left. You don't want to get it too early. Some people get them way too early, you know, and then some people wait way too late. This is exactly the right time, because in exactly 3 weeks is when they'll dry out and burst into flames. Unless you get it flocked. I said flocked. There's a lot of trees there. I didn't realize how many. You just think there's a Christmas tree. When you're a kid, your parents get it, and you don't know that there's so many kinds. But you go out to get one, there's pine and spruce and fir, and they're all as different as they sound. Pine, spruce, fir. See? Anyway, there are many varieties of pine alone. You know, there's the great white pine. I'm thinking of a shark. But they have they have a white pine, which, by the way, is not great. It's just a white pine, and it's not white either. They're liars. So if you want a tree that lies, I recommend the white pine. The spruce is nice if you like a lot of ornaments, because they have short, stiff needles, and there's one drawback: they stink. So, moving on. They have a noble fir, which is it's pretty, and it's bluish green, and it's good smelling, and also it's strong. And so if one of your drunk uncles falls onto it, it bounces right back. And by the time the police get there, it looks as good as new. And then it's your word against his. And you're thinking to yourself right now, Ellen, how much will one of these trees cost me? Well, I'll tell you, my friends, you can expect to pay about $10 a foot. So if you get one that's a foot, $10. Silly, don't do it. And some people get fake trees, and I don't know anyone personally who has a fake tree, and I know you're saying, Ellen, you live in Hollywood, everything is fake there. Surely you know someone with a fake tree, and to you I say stop with the run-on thoughts. Here's what, this year I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna get a shoe tree. Doesn't smell as good as pine, but it doesn't need a stand, and doesn't drop its needles. Am I right, ladies? You don't know what you... Yes. You know what else I like about a shoe tree is it doesn't take up so much space, so there's more room to dance. So here, the other day, Wednesday, we went to New Orleans, and I helped turn on the lights for the first time since Katrina in Jackson Square, which it was so beautiful and so much fun. And we flew in, we did it, we flew out, and it was, I wish I could have stayed longer. I love that city so much, my hometown. And people showed up, and there was a woman in the crowd, and she was holding this up for me, and I grabbed it, and it says, Ellen, Merry Christmas, love, Pilar and Lauren, and it's a bag of change for our small change program that we're doing. So, here are people in New Orleans living in trailers have nothing at all, and they're giving us change. It's incredible. So I want to thank everybody who's given us their change. We have a Coinstar machine in the riffraff room, and people are putting in their change, and all that money is going to go to America's Second Harvest. And if you can't make it to our show, any grocery store probably has a Coinstar machine. You put in the change, you hit the Ellen Fights Hunger button, and you know, $1 is going to feed 16 people. And so it helps so much. Just whatever change you have, please do that when you are passing a Coinstar machine. And also I want to thank Jack's Pacific Toys in Malibu. They make Cabbage Patch Kids dolls, and they make Care Bears and plug-and-play TV games. They're donating $250,000 worth of toys for our Toys for Tots. Amazing. Last year, we raised over $1 million in toys for Tots. This year, I pledged to do $2 million, and we're on our way. That's fantastic. So, and Johnny, you got up bright and early, and you went to the Grammy nominations?
That's right, I did.
And how many nominations did I get?
You got 4.
Wow, that's great. Yeah. I didn't get any.
Best dance album, I think.
Thank you, best dance album. I got to put one out. And I heard you were going, and so I, of course, wanted to have some cameras. Wanted to make sure you weren't just going and goofing off.
Oh, there were cameras there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
You probably didn't notice. Take a look.
I didn't, no. Big story of the day, Mary J. Blige walking away with 8 nominations. Your baby boo, Justin Timberlake, walking away with 4 nominations. And we're going to talk to some artists. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to get the lowdown and the scoop. Let's go. She loves you, and we're very proud of you.
I love you, Ellen.
Holla.
You know how much I love you.
At the Grammys, we're at the Grammy nominations. Congratulations on your many
thanks.
nominations. You're nominated for everything, I think, every category, is that right?
Yeah, best female.
Best female actress in a motion picture.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Thanks
Are you
a
so
lot.
excited?
I'm amazed, you know. I feel like this is the event and there is no other, you know, there isn't the Grammys, but of course there are. But this to me feels like a pretty big day.
Brad Garrett, Johnny from TheEllenShow, how are you? Nice to see you today. How's it going? Mary J. Blige, congratulations.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You're my hero. I'm a fellow New Yorker. God bless you.
That's what's up.
What are you gonna have for breakfast?
Man, I just ate a bagel upstairs, so I think I'm good. Lunch is next.
Yeah, I hear that. Ellen loves your songs, man. She dances to them all the time.
Definitely.
Can you give her a holla?
Oh, yeah, holla. You already know, Ellen, I love you, girl.
Ellen, I love you. I'll see you in a little while.
That was well done.
Thank you.
Ellen, you should let him do more things like this.
Holla.
Holla.
All right. Do more things like that. Thanks. All right. Well, you know, I'm not just slacking off. While you were over at the Grammy nominations, you know, I sometimes at night I'll read the emails when I run a bath and I'll light some candles and I'll read the emails. And sometimes in the morning I come in early and I'll have some tea and. Anyway, I was reading emails, and so now I'm going to answer some of your viewer mail segment on something called Right On. From Debbie Black in Independence, Kentucky. Ellen, so I'm watching today, and you had tiny tongs in your hand. I wanted to buy a pair for my sister, but I couldn't find them online. Are you for real, or is this a load? Love your show. It's not a load, Debbie. She's talking about my latest invention, tiny tongs, and I invented them because people put their grubby, filthy little hands in a bowl of mixed nuts looking for the nut they like, and everybody else has to suffer for it. So I said, bring your own tongs. You can get your almond, you can get your cashew, you can get... And this is my innovation, I patented it. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna make 25 pairs of tiny tongs. You know, I have another job, I can't do all this. And put it on the website, and they sold out instantly. We received over 1,500 requests for them. So I'm sorry you didn't get a pair, Debbie, too slow. And but I'm going to send you my latest invention because I thought, well, if this works, you know, then what about teensy tongs? And these are tiny, tiny tongs. And this is for if you want, like, just a sunflower seed. See, you can just get a sunflower seed. And so I'm going to send you the Teensy Tongs, and this is a one-time only offer. This is a one-of-a-kind carry case with it comes with a baby shrimp fork, and then what you do is you put them in the case right here, and then you close it up, and then it has the Ellen logo on it and a tiny baby shrimp fork, and the warranty is not included, but I'm going to send you this, Debbie. Thank you so much. This is from Amy Myers and Lacey Washington. I love your show, and I wondered if I could give a shout out to my little Katie for taking the big leap into big girl underpants. Finally. Finally. She has been a viewer for 3 years and loves to see you dance. That is so sweet. Holla, Katie. You go, girl, but go where you're supposed to. And don't just go. Don't right now. So what I'm going to do for little Katie, since she's in big girl underpants, I made a special, look at that.
We have a photo.
Because that's a perfect size if she's in big girl underpants.
We have a photo.
What, Mary?
We have a photo.
You have a picture of Katie?
We have a picture of Katie.
Oh, great. Where is it? Oh. Now I see why your mommy said finally. Where's the real picture? Where's Katie? Oh, look at that. Adorable. Good for you, Katie. So I'm going to send you these little special one-of-a-kind Ellen underwear for you. When we come back, I'm going to show you the lights going back on in Jackson Square in New Orleans. Don't go away. We'll be right back. This was exciting. I went down to New Orleans a couple of days and had the honor of turning on the lights at Jackson Square for the first time since Katrina hit, and here's a little of what happened.
Christmas in New Orleans last year was devastating.
Very few people around, just utter destruction everywhere.
Last year, Katrina just basically took our Christmas.
You know, last year we didn't have the lighting of Jackson Square, and it had been a long-standing tradition.
So it's really special to see the lights come on this year and see everything come back.
Ellen DeGeneres is coming to flip the switch and light us up and start our Christmas.
Guest here tonight. She is so passionate about supporting New Orleans. She's raised over $10 million. Ellen
Fantastic! Oh, wow, that's heavy. This is when I fired the makeup person. I said, this is not the color foundation I asked for. I gotta tell you, we cannot thank Tide Cold Water enough because this would not be possible without them. There were gonna be no lights this year, and they made this happen together with GE. And because of that, we have to commit to this. It's important anyway. I had no idea. 80% of the energy used in one load of laundry is used in heating the water. So if you just wash in cold water, you're making a big difference in the long run. And if you want to go even further, I think showering in cold water will help conserve energy. And then if you're that committed, wear your clothes and bring Tide Cold Water in the shower. Shower with your clothes on. And you're saving energy like crazy. You're welcome. I'm helping out. This really is, as you know, this is the coolest city in the world. How many people are from New Orleans? This really is absolutely the most important thing about this city. What you have gone through, and the people of the Gulf Coast have gone through, my family included, losing everything, the test that you have been put to, and to show that you're still out here in this spirit when it feels like people have turned their backs on you, when it feels like you're still in trailers and now getting kicked out of your trailers. It is not okay, and yet you're still here this happy and this celebratory because we're going to continue to have lights in the square and build the city back the way it should be built back. I have so many memories of, you know, growing up here and coming to the square with my family and seeing the carolers and thinking, oh, shut up. You know, when you're a kid, you don't care. But now I miss it. But, all right, so we're going to count this down, right? We're going to count this down, and I want this to be big and dramatic, so we're going to start at 300. Ready? No, that's wasteful. All right, what are we going to do? Start from 10? Oh, man, this is going to be pretty.
10, wear your Christmas hat.
All right? I have a very small head, and apparently this is how they choose. How's that? All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. SuperNanny Joe Frost is going to be out here when we come back. Don't go away. From London, England, please welcome Joe Frost. As I love Mary.
Oh my God, she's my girl.
Yeah, it's a great show today, and I'm so glad to have you here. This is a great show for me because I love your show and
Thank you.
love you. I think you're fantastic. First of all, for those of you who have not seen the show, it's basically disciplining kids. I mean, tell people what it is.
Yeah, that's right. For those that haven't seen the show, it's about me going into a family and really helping them address the situations that are of much concern. It could be children that are not eating very well, parents who are just like kicking their children out of their own bed because they're constantly there all the time. And they're really in hard dilemma. They don't know what to do. They don't know what tools. And I go in with structure and routine and techniques that really turn around these families to help them and move them on.
And what is, you know, there has to be the most common problem that you see over and over again. I mean, it all is probably from the same place, but what's the most common problem?
That's true. It's the consistency. You know, parents really struggle with being consistent, or they say something and they don't follow through. You know, they won't put in the 100% commitment or the effort to really turn around, yet they've spent 5 years getting themselves in the situation they was in the first place.
Yeah. So, and the naughty stool, it was a good idea. I think we have to have one for Andy. We need a, we need a naughty stool for Andy because he's naughty a lot. What is the most practical advice you can tell somebody if they have a kid out there that's, they don't have you, they don't have SuperNanny, but what can they do on their own?
I would really say to be consistent, to recognize that you want to be able to, you know, lay down good family values, but at the same time have compassion, be able to compromise, and don't be afraid to say no and to be able to discipline your children. A lot of parents feel guilty about that, and yet they're teaching their children constantly that they are going to receive consequences for unacceptable behavior, and it's a moral, responsible parent that takes accountability for that.
Yeah, I think that kids, I mean, I think kids need that kind of structure and that kind of discipline or else, you know, they're not ever really kids. They're just, you know, wild adults.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
they're able to, you know, literally have so much power and control and not know how to use that. But equally, as much as we place in firm boundaries and we use discipline with the families, it's important to be able to do the opposite as well. To be able to give lots of praise, to potentially build a child's self-esteem, and really just to tune in and spend that time. Spend time with your kids, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great show. I love it. So if you haven't seen it, you can catch SuperNanny on Mondays at 9 on ABC. And thanks for being here.
Exactly.
All right, we'll hear some Christmas carols from Deck the Hallers when we come back. Don't go away. All right. Well, like I said, when I was in New Orleans, the carolers when I was a kid meant nothing at all to me. I didn't appreciate it. And as you get older, I love Christmas carols. It feels good. It puts you in the spirit. And I like that it's a tradition and it still goes on. And these people are, I have not heard them, but they're supposed to be amazing. So to get us in the Christmas spirit, say hello to the 2006 National Carolers Club winners, the Deck the Hallers.
It's Ellen's 12 days. It's Ellen's 12 days. It's Ellen's 12 days of giveaways.
Daddy King! Shame we didn't get to hear the carolers, but anyway, choosing presents can be so stressful. It's hard to know exactly what to give everybody on your list. That's why this first gift is a great gift. You can use it anywhere, and the best part is the person gets to choose whatever they want. This is a $200 American Express gift card. Now, you might want to use your American Express gift card for some of these next gifts. Some are the best things that you can get for your kitchen. The first one is a classic that your mama probably had on her bookshelf, and now it's yours. It's the 75th anniversary edition of The Joy of Cooking. It's been fully revised and updated for the first time in 30 years. And it's not just a cookbook. It's filled with 4,500 recipes and all the cooking basics, and it tells you everything from how to cook a ham to how to slice one. And and here, you know, wouldn't it be cool? This is what I've always thought. I lay awake at night and I think sometimes, Ellen, it would be wonderful if you had a tea kettle that could boil water in less than a minute. You know, so oddly enough, I did some research, and there's an Australian company named Breville, and they did it, and you're all getting one, and it is Breville's Icon Electric Tea Kettle. You fill it up, brushed stainless steel. You fill it with water. You have a level where you can see how much water, and it lights up on the side, and you put it on the base, you plug it in, and it beeps, it dings or something, and it lets you know that the water is boiling. You take it off and you bring it right to the table, and it also has a filter in there so that it filters the water for you. So you delicious, and it turns off automatically in case you forget. taken care of. And then the next night, I'm wide awake at about 4 in the morning, and I think, you know, wouldn't it be great if there was a trash can that you didn't have to touch to open it up? Well, now you can, because Simple Human made a really cool garbage can, and it's stainless steel. Look at that. Look at that. You just slip your foot under it. Get out, raccoons, get out! And the sensor is hidden, so if you pass it, it's not going to automatically open. If you just walk by it, you just have to put your foot, it'll close automatically. If you want to keep it open longer, you can hit this and it'll stay open longer. But it's very cool, and it's beautiful, and it's designed that, you know, the trash bags never hang over the lids. It's all tucked away. It looks nice and neat. And you can use your trash can to throw away your old pots and pans, because you're all... And they're good looking. They're made of high quality stainless steel. They're easy to clean. And if you're like me, you can look at them because there's clear things. That's entertaining as can be to look at something through there. And normally today's gifts retail for more than $1,000, but today everybody in the studio audience is getting it for free! And 25 of you at home have a chance to win these great gifts. Log onto our website, click on the My Aim page. You can find out how to buy them. Everybody in our riff-raff room, you're each going home with one of these gifts. We'll be right back with Mary J. Blige. Our next guest may just be having the best week of all time. On Monday night, she took home 9 Billboard Awards, then woke up yesterday morning to 8 Grammy nominations. Please welcome the undisputed Queen of Soul, Mary J. Blige. Congratulations on an amazing week.
Thank you.
I mean, tell me, how do you feel?
I'm having delayed reactions from Monday night. I mean, the 9 awards is amazing. And then yesterday, the 8 Grammy nominations is just amazing. And then the Breakthrough album itself is just like,
what,
wow.
6 million copies or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing, you know, that something positive is getting recognized and people are getting recognized for actually moving people in a positive way.
I mean, if you want to share a tiny bit of, I don't think people know sort of what you've come from, what you've come out of.
Well, I've come out, I mean, I'm a child that grew up in the ghetto, and my father left me when I was 4 years old, and so I didn't have a father, I just had a mother that was struggling and working really hard, so in the environment I lived in, there was drugs and alcohol and abuse and women getting abused so bad that you can hear them next door just screaming. And so I grew up, and you know, my mother was abused also. And I grew up and I said, I never want to see another woman hurt again. But in the process of me growing up, I ended up in that same thing, drugs, alcohol, abuse. And then one day, you know, I just finally woke up and said, I'm tired. And as I woke up and said I was tired, God sent this man in my life who's my husband now. Our anniversary was yesterday.
I know, 3-year anniversary yesterday.
Yeah.
What a good man, too.
Yeah, he's a good man. He's a great man.
You said, God, can you send me somebody good? And he said, can do.
That's exactly what he said.
That's his name, can do.
Can do. Although I enjoy my husband, I'm not afraid to be alone if I ever had to be. So this is like success for me. You know what I mean?
It is.
It's a great thing.
And it's great for women to hear that because I think a lot of people feel like they can't be alone or they need that compliment to validate themselves. So
exactly.
I love that you're not only talented, but that you're sending out that positive message.
Thank you.
And you're going to sing in a minute. You can log on to our website and purchase a copy of Mary J's new CD, Reflections, a retrospective, which is fantastic. Everybody in the audience is getting a copy today. You know how I say at the end of every show, the giveaways, that 25 home viewers have a chance to win the 12 days giveaways that day. So I'm going to call somebody and tell her she's winning today and hopefully surprise her because she has not been told yet. Galanda Morgan, she's in Zebulon, North Carolina? Zebulon. I've never heard of it.
Hello.
Hey, is Galanda there?
This is she.
Hey, Galanda, it's Ellen DeGeneres calling. How you doing?
Are you serious?
I am.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I am. Hey, what's going on, Galanda?
Oh, God, I can't believe it.
Well, believe it.
Nothing like this ever happens to me.
I'm calling you because you're winning today's 12 days of giveaways. You're winning today's 12 days of giveaways. And it's all really cool stuff. There's a $200 American Express gift card. There's all kinds of Calphalon cookware that's gorgeous. There's all kinds of really great cookware stuff. And also, I just thought, you know, I might as well, while I have you on the phone, give you all 12 days of giveaways. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you for Hey, do you want to come to the show sometime?
Oh, God, I would love it. I would love it.
All right. Well, we want you to come to the show. Somebody just held up a card saying that what I just offered to you is over $10,000 worth of stuff. But you're going to love it. There's some really cool stuff. So you've seen some of it. Obviously, we have a few more days to go, and there's some other really cool stuff coming. And somebody's going to call you back, and you're going to come to the show sometime. I want to meet you, all right?
Okay.